Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Beneath a Steel Sky for the PC. In the last episode, we got some things done in the recycling plant, which is where we are right now. We talked to Hobbins. We found out that things are not going well in the city, that we are in the recycling plant, and that we need to get to ground level if we have any chance of escaping. Also, we had to make our way down here to the furnace in order to get further down the building. And of course, Joey followed us down here by flying, which I didn't even mention. So now we have a lock and a door, and we might as well go ahead and talk to Joey to see if we can get that lock dealt with, but there are some things that we can use as far as dialogue options are concerned, and we might as well just go ahead and go through them.
This must be where the scrap gets melted.
Is that why you brought me here?
Don't worry, kid. They'd only take premium quality scrap.
Very funny. We could ask Joey to open the door, but that will advance the plot, so let's go ahead and use all the other dialogue options first.
Think this could be a way out?
Through the furnace? I don't rate our chances.
If you can't be sensible, be quiet.
Once again, very funny. Let's also address the fact that Joey can fly, because I forgot to do that in the last episode.
You didn't tell me you could fly.
I didn't know I had it in me.
Never mind the fact that it took him a while to follow us down here, because virtual seeder engine. But he did. And he is now down here with us.
Forget it.
And with that, we can now look at other things besides the lock and the door. So I'll look at them again anyway.
Forget.
If I can somehow get out of the way of things.
No buttons, just a thin slot.
There we go.
That's got to be a way out.
And we can't click on the elevator anyway, and I don't think you can go back up either. So, if you didn't get all the things, such as the wrench and the sandwich, even though you don't need the sandwich at all, if you don't get the wrench before you come down here, I'm guessing you make the game unwinnable. So make sure you get the wrench first. Anyway, let us now look at the furnace.
Some oven. Wonder what's cooking.
And of course, if you try to use it,
I'm not putting my hand anywhere near there.
there is also a camera in the distance, blinking its little eye. Why it's doing that, I have no idea, but it is a camera.
That thing's watching me. Good thing I'm naturally photogenic. It's much too high to reach.
We can't do anything with the camera. And it's not like we really have to worry about dealing with the camera anyway. So now that we've looked at everything, I might as well go ahead and right-click the lock in the door again.
Nothing that would fit. It must need a special card.
And of course, you can't really do anything with the door. So, let's go ahead and talk to... Oh, there's another dialogue option now that we've looked at the camera.
I think we're being watched.
They seem to think you're someone special. I can't imagine why.
And it's quite hard to tell why it is that we were just brought to the city the way that we were. Though I have the feeling we're going to find out pretty soon. Anyway, let's go ahead and ask Joey to open the door.
Can you open that door?
I'll give it a try.
No sudden moves, Overman. Get over to the furnace.
You're Officer Reich, I presume. You've made a mistake. I'm not Overman.
Link, we can't let him escape.
What the hell is going on?
Yikes!
Reich seems pretty cut up about it. But he's given me 2 leads. Overman and Link.
Well, I'm about to say there's Reich, but, well, there was Reich. Apparently that camera saved our lives.
Whoever is monitoring that camera saved my life. But who? And why?
And also, that camera seems to double as a laser cannon for some reason.
It's much too high to reach.
No, you just get the same thing if you right-click. So, I wonder...
Joey, wake up, you metal moron!
What happened?
You missed all the action.
Couldn't help it. My anti-stress circuit took over.
It seems security have mistaken me for a guy called Overman.
I wonder why. Anyway, we can actually talk with Joey some more. You don't necessarily have to do this, but... well, let's go ahead and do it.
Why'd you suppose that security guy got fried?
Maybe we've got a guardian angel.
How could anyone mistake me, Joey?
Because you got no personality, no distinctive characteristics. You are Mr. Potato Head.
Thanks, pal. I'm gonna try to find that Overman.
How do you expect to do that? The population of this place could number millions. Give or take a few dead security agents.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Joey here. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Get out of here.
But before,
Up and away.
but before we do that, we do want to look at Reich's corpse.
Barbecued. I'll never eat kebab again.
And I wonder if he had anything that could prove useful.
He was carrying an ID card. The card may be useful. And I'll take his dark glasses, too.
And if you look in your inventory, you'll find out that you'll have 2 new items, the ID card and the dark glasses. The plastic card bears only the security logo. Ah, yes, that little S logo that we saw back at the beginning of the game, as well as the opening cutscene. Something tells me we'll be seeing a lot more of it. Also, there are dark glasses in our inventory now. The dark glasses are cheap, plastic, and broken. I doubt we'll find much of a use for those. Also, we could use this on the lock, but, well, the game doesn't let you. And if you right-click on the corpse again...
I think I'm gonna throw up.
well, he has been cut in half by a laser, and there are now smoke where his entrails are. So, yes, let's just go ahead and exit. Now that we've taken care of a few things.
We're way up in the clouds, Joey. We need to find a way to the ground.
It appears that we have gone higher instead of lower. By the way, once you make your way here, you won't be able to go back to previous areas, so say goodbye to the recycling plant. Anyway, there are quite a few places where we can go. There is a security office here, but, well, we can't really do anything there yet. So, let's go to the right here and go to a place where I know we can do things. I wonder, before I do that, is there anything that I can look at? I doubt there is. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's go ahead and look at some things. Well, there are some places where we can go, and there's an elevator as well as a link terminal. Let's go ahead and look at the elevator first.
An elevator to a lower level.
And I'm guessing we can't use it, can we?
Couldn't open that, even with a crowbar.
Well, that's unfortunate. There is also a link terminal here.
It's a computer terminal with the word link on it.
Link is a word that Reich mentioned before he got shot and killed.
Nothing happens.
Sadly, we could not use the terminal. Or so it seems. And what do you know? This building was a security building. There is a way to the right here. Let's go ahead and look at it. There is a wreckage, I'm assuming, of the plane that we were on before something happened.
That chopper's a write-off. I was lucky to get out alive.
And apparently that was the plane that we were in prior to us escaping into the recycling plant. Sadly, we cannot use it if you right-clicked on it. Robert Foster will just shrug his shoulders. So, let's go ahead and talk to the security officer. Yeah, let's go ahead and ask what happened. Let's just play dumb.
What happened here?
Sabotage chopper crashed. Destroyed the hospital.
A hospital? That's tragic.
Could have been worse. It almost hit the factory.
So, yeah, we could have nearly died in this plane crash, but miraculously we did not.
When will this wreckage be cleared?
When the cleanup crew arrive. Walkway is off limits. You'll have to take the elevator down to Bellevue.
Where is the elevator?
Right outside the factory entrance.
And that is most likely the elevator that we saw just moments ago. I don't know why we can ask this, but I'll just go ahead and do it anyway.
Do you mind if I watch?
There's nothing much to see. They've already scraped out the remains of the crew.
Were there any survivors?
Yeah, the dirty sab who caused the crash. But Captain Reich will deal with him. He's a living legend among security men.
Yeah, if you only knew. Let's go ahead and ask about the sabotage.
So you reckon it was sabotage?
Things don't crash without a reason. I don't want to be a scaremonger, but it was probably the work of crazes from Hobart.
Hobart? What's that?
A rival corporation, Hobart City.
And with that, there's not much more that we can ask
Never
this
mind.
man. So let's just go ahead and... Yeah, there's really nothing else that we can look at. So let's just go ahead and exit. That'll just take us back. And I believe we can now go over to here. So we are apparently in Union City. We were in the recycling plant. We're now in some of the upper levels, which takes us through security as well as some other places, including this one. Let us go over here. And there is a woman at the controls here. And there is a welding robot.
It's a robot welder. Joey would love that shell.
It's probably not a good idea to right-click this robot, I would think.
There's no access to his inside.
Well, I don't know how you could possibly access his insides, given that he is currently working. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to this woman right here. Whoever she may be. And we have a few dialogue options. Let's go ahead and ask them.
What are you doing?
I'm checking the pipes. They have to be perfect.
That's ridiculous. If they have to be perfect, they should be checked by a robot.
What's that?
He's my mechanoid chum, Joey.
It's cute. Does it do tricks?
Not really. He just follows me around and gets in my way.
Anyway, we might as well see if there's any way to get to ground level from this point.
How do I get down to ground level?
Take the elevator. Or the big jump if you're desperate.
We're obviously not taking the big jump, and the elevator doesn't seem to work. Though, we may be able to make it, given that this is a point-and-click adventure game. Let's go ahead and ask about security.
Has security been in here?
Yeah, they were really stirred up. I think they were looking for someone. Look, I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Why not?
Supervisor's orders.
I'm transferring you, lass.
I wish you wouldn't call me that. My name is Anita.
Don't answer back, woman. Report to the testing room immediately. What are you doing here? Do you know who I am, lad?
I've no idea. I don't work here.
I'm Gilbert Lamb, the supervisor.
Mind if I look around?
I certainly do. Who are you?
And this is Supervisor Lamb, whom Hobbins mentioned in the last video. I'm beginning to see why Hobbins does not like Mr. Lamb. Anyway, it doesn't really matter which term we use. I'm pretty sure he kicks us out if we say we are a safety inspector, so I'm just gonna say security. Do what I didn't do in the practice run.
Security. Looking for a fugitive.
This factory has been searched already. He's not here.
Can't be too careful.
Just don't interfere with production. What's that robot doing here?
He's my personal assistant. Say hello, Joey.
Hello, Joey.
Pity he's got no brain.
And he just walks out. Yeah, if you say that you're a safety inspector, he just kicks you out. You just automatically leave. And from here, we can now go further to the east, where we can talk to this man.
Excuse me.
Might as well go ahead and ask for some more information about virtually anything at this point. And we have quite a few dialogue options that we can use. Might as well ask about intruders.
Any intruders to report?
No, sir. Hey, just a minute. Who are you?
And let's go ahead and say that we are security again.
Security.
I suppose you're looking for the intruder.
Yeah. Seen anything suspicious?
I've been too busy with this rush job.
And it didn't really matter that time if we said we were either security or safety inspector. We would have gotten all these dialogue options anyway. So let's go ahead and go through them.
Don't you get bored working here?
Oh, not me. I like my job.
What's so good about it?
This clipboard for starters. Look at the finish on that plastic.
Lovely piece of lamination.
Isn't it just?
I can tell you're proud of it.
Oh, yes. They don't make clipboards like this anymore.
And let's ask how we can get off this level of the building.
How do I get off this level?
Well, I hear there's been a crash. So access to High Green is cut off. You'll have to use the elevator.
Which isn't working.
What can you tell me about the council?
I used to think they did a great job. But since they promoted Lamb, I've had my doubts.
And it appears that this man does not like lamb either. I doubt he knows anybody named Overman, but we might as well ask.
Do you know a guy called Overman?
I don't think so. He certainly doesn't work here.
And
Excuse me.
yeah, if you ask about Overman, you just stop asking him questions right away. Well, that's why I saved it for last.
Never mind.
And we don't have any more dialogue options to go through, so it's now time to do things. But that will have to wait until the next video. So, before I do anything, I'm going to go ahead and save the game. I decided to change the tryout file into a practice file for just in case. Change this to LP3. And I'm going to save this under practice as well. So, join me next time, where we explore more of this upper level of this building. See if we can fix the elevator. And see if we can get out of here. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!